Uso wako mauze, tando yako maitume, baba wetu asezuri, malikanyika malako. Uso wako mauze, tando yako maitume, baba wetu asezuri, malikanyika malako. Uso wako mauze, tando yako maitume, baba wetu asezuri, malikanyika malako. Uso wako mauze, tando yako maitume.
Indeed, and that's exactly how we welcome you to the very first installment into Youth Month. A very warm welcome. You tuned into Trendz Live. It's great to have you with us on the program today. Now, that's a great performance there by Low Dee. Welcome to the program. Low Dee.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, man.
My brother, talk to me about how the transition has been with you in terms of, you're a vocalist as well as a producer.
Yes.
Talk to me about your latest album and talk to me about who you've worked with.
Oh, my latest album is Loco. I worked with DJ Cosmo. We named it Loco because my name is Low Dee and his stage name is DJ Cosmo. So it's actually L-O from Low Dee and C-O from Cosmo, yeah.
Oh.
And then I've worked with Koki Riba from our record label, and I've worked with Scarface on the album also, and yeah.
Yeah, exciting. Ne?
Yeah.
Talk to me about, I know your sound is the piano vibe. And any other sounds that you've experimented with in this particular album, and what can we expect in this latest offering?
Okay, in the album there are a couple of different genres like Afropop, Bolo House, Tom, and yeah, Dama Piano. Yeah, that's what you should expect.
All right. So Machangura was the song that you welcomed us with.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind it? I know everybody wants Machangura.
Yeah,
Talk to me about the inspiration behind that.
The inspiration about Machangura is that it's actually a gospel kind of vibe song, but we decided to make it a little bit dance. Yeah, that's the inspiration on it, and I like the sound because there are different sounds and there are piano inside the song. Yeah.
So how do people book you? I know you've got a very busy schedule.
Oh, they book me on our record label page, Little Entertainment guys, and yeah, they'll find everything there.
All right. So what is it that you're most looking forward to, especially now that we're into Youth Month? What would your message to the youth be?
My message to the youth is they should have respect, patience. Life ain't easy, respect, man. Yeah.
All right.
Patience, never let it get personal.
Never let it get personal.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. I know that the next performance that you're going to give us features, of course, with DJ Cosmo, yes. And we're looking forward to that. It's called Pula, right?
Yeah.
So here they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's Low Dee with DJ Cosmo with Pula. Enjoy.
Abanomona banamanga umalithi
bulele umshado ngicela sengimsebenzi umshado ngicela sengimsebenzi mangwane bulele umshado ngicela sengimsebenzi umshado ngicela sengimsebenzi mangwane bulele inela ngibula mangwane bulele inela ngibula
Welcome back. You're still with us right here on Trendz Live. Now, a number of South African musicians will come together for a good cause, where they will be performing at the Arise Benefit Concert in Durban next week, Saturday. This concert aims to raise funds for communities affected by the floods in KwaZulu-Natal and some parts of the Eastern Cape. We've seen the massive destruction and everybody's now basically trying to take stock. The event is said to be the biggest shows of support and unity, hosted by Africans for Africans. Listen to this on African soil. Joining us in studio to talk about this important act of charity is Arise Benefit Concert spokesperson, Dr. Sipho Sithole. Babu Sithole, welcome to the program. It's great to have you on Trendz Live.
Thank you, Mkolis. I can imagine now that you're going to be in Durban next week, Saturday.
Most definitely.
Then you get there, City going to know it's not next week, Saturday. It's the other week. So it's the other Saturday.
Okay, so it's going to be the other Saturday.
It's on the 18th.
All right,
it's
on
not
the 18th.
On the
so
11th.
Not okay. The 18th.
On the 11th, I'm running 50 kilometers. So
all
I know
right.
exactly.
Still for the cause.
Yes.
You think? I think I'm definitely going to be joining you in that one. Yes. I think I should consider joining you in that
artist,
one.
50 Ks, yeah.
No, that's great. So, Dr. Sithole, we're now, taking stock and reflecting on what has happened to communities in Durban as well as the Eastern Cape. The damage was massive. People's lives were impacted, on end. So, talk to us about what really, started this cause and what sparked the need to have such a concert.
I sit on the Council of the National Arts Council of South Africa. So I'm one of the, we call it, board members. When this tragedy occurred, the chairperson of the NAC called for an urgent meeting of council, Princess Telentle Dlamini, to say, what can we do as the artistic community also to respond to what has just happened. And let me remind you that in 1985, Live Aid concert, the biggest concert done for Africans by Europeans, happened, and it was to deal with famine in Ethiopia. Same year in 1985, you remember USA for Africa, that song, We Are the World.
Yes, I remember.
Composed by Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Sold 20 million copies to help Africans. And we then said, we have never really risen to the occasion when events of this nature, unfortunate as they may be, where we do something for us.
And that was for the victims in Haiti, if I remember correctly.
Yes. And we then said, what do we have? Our cultural currency that we have is to mobilize the musicians who've got the voice and the pulling power that can help us drive 20,000 people at Moses Mabhida and People's Park to raise 10 million rands for the affected communities that were affected by the floods. And it just sparked like wildfire, and I was then given the directive to call anyone I could call. And who do I know? I only know the companies that are involved in the music industry. Yeah. I call RISA, I call Sambra, I call Capasso, I call Samro, and then it was the National Arts Council, and everyone. It was just an obvious thing to do.
And I remember watching that press conference that you did, with Samro as well.
Yes, they were there, and then I called SABC.
Yes, and as well as us here at the SABC. Talk to us about the bill and who's on the lineup, and things like that.
But let me finish this part, because I think it's important. You can't have a 20,000 capacity event without a company like Gear House. Because they are the leading live technical solutions provider. And then, of course, Mushroom Productions. We then said, okay, everything is on board now, but we need the artist. I called about 40 artists personally to say, I'm calling you, but your managers I will also call them. The first artist I called was AKA, who was like, Babu Stone, you can ask me anything for you, Baba. I'm there. I just want to make sure that the technical is perfect. So we've got Zonke, we've got AKA, we've got Java, we've got Professor, we've got Big Zulu, we've got Ballistic, we've got Big Nas, Mafigi Zolo, Dutuzo Makatini, Sipo Sticks Mabusa. The list is endless.
All right. Yeah. And we're going to be checking that out as well as Trendz Live. We will be, I'm sure we'll have our cameras rolling there as well. Dr. Stolle, I'm sorry, we've run out of time.
It's broadcast live.
My director's already in my ear, but we want to take you to the next insert now, where I can tell you that something was nestled between warm water lagoons, sandstone cliffs, and dense forests. Now, Knysna is one of the most popular towns along South Africa's garden route. The coastal town welcomes travelers with its quaint accommodations, amongst other things. We checked in at one of the sought-after resorts for an environmental tour and a fabulous stay. Let the good times roll.
That perfect spot where the beach and forestry meet is what describes the venue that I am at today. I am in Knysna, of course, the province that is always beautiful throughout the year. My home for the next few days, it's the Mooring Premier Resort right here in windy but breathtaking space. Let's go and serve Lagoon, darling. No matter the season of the year, the scenery remains inviting with its lush green landscape, with the lagoon that has given this area an ethereal aesthetic that's worth admiring for the better part of your stay here.
Every day brings with it just something of a different beauty. If it's not the beautiful sunrise that you get to see from this property, it would be the beautiful sunset that you get to see.
Can I live my childhood dream of walking by the lagoon?
Yes, but sure, by all means. So this particular property has got direct access to the main lagoon, as you've seen, of Knysna. And you'll see in the far distance, you'll see the Knysna heads from the property. And that is where the sea and the lagoon meet for the first time. You'll see it's a tidal lagoon as well, which is something that's quite beautiful about this lagoon. It's tidal, as I said, and as the tide comes in, you'll see the water level rise, and as the tide goes out, you'll see the water level disappear once again, and you'll see this beautiful marine reserve, which we are so blessed to have border our property. But the lagoon itself lends itself to home to so many different species, from the Knysna seahorse to a number of other species. You'll see in the far distance, you've got these beautiful islands in the middle of the lagoon, like Tyson Island, which we are so fortunate to be in such close proximity to, as well as Leisure Island, which is home to a number of people. And we are truly blessed to be able to see this every day.
It would seem you have got the perfect spot, because where we are walking, you've got a view of almost everything on this other side of the resort. What would you say is the biggest draw card for this specific venue?
So this particular property is very fortunate to be located in such an ideal location. Definitely our location is, I would say, one of the best in the area. Because you're a short distance away from the main town of Knysna. Literally, you are 2 kilometers outside of the main town, yet you are blessed with such beauty. So therefore, you've got the best of both worlds. Should you wish to have a shopping experience in Knysna, we've got the Knysna waterfront, which is in very close proximity to the hotel. And should you wish to just have a beautiful day of relaxation and just enjoy and take in the beautiful views, you can do so as well.
Brendan, also, it's quite a big land. How else do people go about observing or enjoying the grounds at this resort?
So we've got a number of modes of transport, as you can call it, which we have, which is quite lovely. So we've got the segways on the property, which is an added facility which we offer to our guests. And the segways are wonderful because they take you on a tour out of the actual resort and down into the marine reserve, which is our neighbour It also forms part of our property, which it then takes you on a full loop of the marine reserve. So that is also just such a value add to this property, to be able to experience the beauty of Knysna, the lagoon, as well as the marine reserve area.
I'd like to see some of these species that you spoke about, and some of the trees you have here have actually been here before the property was built. It's actually one of the oldest members around here.
So this is a stinkwood here. You'll see in winter it sheds most of its leaves. You've also got a number of yellowwoods on the property, which are also indigenous to the area. And the yellowwoods, once again, are a species that takes a number of years to grow and to develop itself, and hence the reason why they need to be protected.
Take it from us, you don't need to fly 1,000 miles to get that island feeling. Knysna has got you on lock.
We swiftly transition to Johannesburg. This week we joined Mzansi's ballet in the north of Johannesburg to watch a Cinderella story in a true ballet style. Mzansi's ballet is spectacular, family-friendly ABBA show. A Cinderella story is a modern telling of a classic tale. Let's show you what these world-class dancers can do.
One thing I know about ballet is that it's true art. The music, creativity, and the expressions of these dancers is out of this world. Trendz joined Mzansi Ballet's The ABBA Show in Monte Casino. The dancers are taking us through a Cinderella story, but in a modern way.
So I'm here behind the scenes with our dancers, getting ready for the show, The ABBA Cinderella story. Dancers, hello. Hello. Say hi, Trendz. Hey. Okay, so you're putting on your makeup. Yeah. Can I have your name?
My name's Raul.
Yes, Raul. So and you'll be dancing?
Yeah.
The main character of the story is in this room, and we got a chance to talk to him.
A lot of dancing.
Yes.
A lot of acting, dancing with my fairy godmother. It's very exciting. A lot of quick changes that happen on stage. It's very exciting.
I'm actually the good girl in the show. I would say every good girl needs a fabulous fairy godmother. So I'm the one who dresses her for the ball, make sure that she looks sparkly and well dressed for the prince, so you can fall in love with her.
This is Trendz. Let's go watch the show.
This is the choreographer of today's performance, Angela Rivi. Angela, welcome to Trendz.
Thank you so much. The dancers have coped well with what we've done, you know. It's a ballet, but it's a bit of pantomime, a bit of comedy. We have Kathy Specific on, which Brendan's absolutely amazing at what he does, you know, breaking it there. We have live singing, we have amazing music that ABBA has created, and we've changed it up. We've used a few different versions of it as well. So it's a great variety show, and as we like to say now with Mzansi Ballet, making ballet popular again.
Joining me now is the director of Mzansi Ballet, Dirk Badenhurst.
It's a really, really fun evening, and that's why we are so blessed that this whole season was sold out by our opening night. And so we have to come back in December to repeat the season. So we will be coming back to the Peter Doreen Theatre in Johannesburg from the 28th of December until the 22nd of January. We have had a blessed season so far. We have had great performances, great attendances.
I can tell you there's nothing like a waterside oyster experience. Imagine this: boats, sunsets, cool vibes, and freshly cultivated oysters. Now that is what an ultimate Knysna experience is all about, and we captured the very best of that. Take a look.
You want to know my location? I don't have to say much. I'll just ask my colleague to show you where I'm at. Colleague, pan away. If you still don't know where I am at, I am in the town of Oysters. They have the biggest oyster festival in South Africa. I am in Knysna. You cannot come to Knysna and not enjoy the oysters. That's why I'm at a place that specializes in the best oysters in town. What are oysters? Why do we love them? Is it true that they are an aphrodisiac? I don't know, Batong. That's why I'm here. Let's get the 411 on these oysters. 34 South is a whole entire vibe. An eclectic mix of seafood lovers come here to celebrate all kinds of occasions. Because oysters are, after all occasions meal. Wow. Thank you. One for you. Just add a glass of bubbly and you will never go wrong. Tell me about oysters. What are they? What do they look like? If I was to venture into the ocean looking for oysters, what must I look out for?
They literally just look like closed rocks. I mean, they always look fancy in the movies, but they're closed rocks.
Yeah.
So when you find them, you're going to struggle to open them by hand. You need a nice knife to open them. But yeah, I mean.
Okay, so let's talk about the types of oysters that we have right now. Are they different based on their shapes and size, or the shape and size is just for decoration?
So in front of us, there's two different types of oysters. We've got cultivated and we've got coastal oysters. The coastal ones, there's three of them, size difference, coastal, medium and large. And then you've got the cultivated ones. Coastal ones, naturally from the ocean. So that's why they always have a little bit of a rougher shell, because they need to live with what's happening in the ocean, where the cultivated ones is more of a smooth one, like you'll see in the movies that they have, because they are farmed in tanks in certain areas, so they look a little bit better.
Okay, so you have to show me with one of them. How do you loosen it? And then do you swallow it or do you chew it?
Again, that's personal choice. I personally don't like chewing it. I mean, it is a raw fleshy product, so I just swirl with the tongue and then swallow. And that's fine. So I'll do the medium one, because that's usually my favorite. So you can literally just put the fork underneath, get it as loose as possible. Whoop, that one's gonna fall off, sorry. So you can see that it's loose. I personally like a little bit of citrus on mine, so I'm gonna squeeze a little lemon on it. Sorry, my seeds got on there. Don't want to swallow the seeds. So then it's loose, and then we're ready to go. You want to do it with me?
Okay. Oh no, you do it, I'll do it after.
You'll do it after. Alright, let me just go. Fresh, delicious, crisp.
I'm gonna chew it because you can see that I'm a beginner. And then you take your lemon, squeeze that lemon. Now, cheers to you.
Well, signed, sealed, and delivered. This now brings us to the end of today's installment of Trendz Live. Remember to catch our sister show, Trendz Travel, tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. on SABC2 for the finer things in lifestyle and travel. From me, Mkolisi Masango, and the rest of the team, we wish you a spectacular evening going forward.